Cars from Kia are renowned for being the most characterful of machines, reliable, value for money and practical maybe, but not exactly packed with personality. The new Kia Soul is different, it's more extrovert and all the more likable for it. When the original model was launched in 2009, it was the start of a more youthful design direction for the Korean firm, and now it's time for an all-new second-generation model. More space inside. Although every body panel is different, the new Soul still looks very similar to the outgoing model. It's not simply a facelift though, this is a new model that's longer and wider than before with a greatly improved interior. The bigger external dimensions and a lengthened wheelbase mean there's greater head, leg and shoulder room than before, and the Soul really is a car that feels bigger on the inside than the outside. It feels far more spacious than a larger Kia Sportage 4x4 for example, especially for rear passengers. In fact, it would make a strong proposition as a family car were it not for the disappointingly small boot which, though bigger in volume than that of the old Soul, struggles to accommodate more than 2 or 3 medium-sized travel bags. Quality interior fit and finishes come on in leaps and bounds, and the Soul is a comfortable place to spend time with strong levels of equipment across the range. All Souls feature air conditioning and DAB radio, and although the entry-level start model is otherwise a little short of kit, the rest of the range is generously equipped with items including a reversing camera, satellite navigation and heated seats, depending on trim. Petrol, diesel or electric buyers can choose between the latest versions of Kia's 1.6-litre petrol and the QD diesel engines from launch, the latter with the choice of either a 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic transmission. Both engines are carried over from the outgoing model but feature improved efficiency with lower emissions. The diesel will make up the bulk of sales, and with good reason. It's quieter, punchier and far less thirsty than the petrol. Joining the range at the end of 2014 was the electric Soul F, with a claimed range of 132 miles from its lithium-ion battery packs. Kia's sales expectations for the Soul are rather modest, and that's a shame because it's one of the more interesting models the company makes and a worthy alternative to competitors such as the Nissan Juke. Click on the headings at the top of the page or the ratings below to navigate through the full 2014 Kia Soul review. Performance. There are 3 power plants on offer, 1 petrol and 1 diesel, both 1.6 litres in capacity, and from the end of 2014 the electric Kia Soul F electric vehicle. All Kia Souls are front-wheel drive despite their pseudo-SUV looks. Petrol Kia Soul, a 1.6-litre gasoline direct injection petrol engine produces 130 bhp and can get the Soul from 0 to miles per hour in 11.0 seconds. Top speed for the Soul is 115 miles per hour on the road. It's a little noisy and sluggish, but fuel consumption and emissions are on the high side. See the running costs section for details. Diesel Kia Soul, the 126 bhp 1.6-litre QD common rail direct injection diesel engine is endowed with far more torque than the petrol unit, 260 Nm rather than 161 Nm, so it's easier to make decent progress on the road. Still, performance is adequate rather than sparkling. Its power delivery becomes a little rough and lumpy if you let the revs drop, but keep the engine spinning and it's very smooth and impressively quiet, too. With the manual gearbox, the Kia Soul QD will get from 0 to miles per hour in 11.2 seconds and go on to a potential top speed of 112 miles per hour, while with the automatic gearbox 0 to miles per hour takes 12.2 seconds and top speed is 110 miles per hour. Electric Kia Soul F arriving towards the end of 2014, the battery-powered Soul F is Kia's first entrant in the electric car market. There's a single electric motor up front, while the lithium-ion batteries are installed under the seats and boot floor. Peak power is 109 bhp. While its 285 Nm of torque is available as soon as you press the accelerator. Although the Solif's top speed is limited to 90 miles per hour, it completes the 060 miles per hour sprint in 10.8 seconds, making it the quickest in the range. The real-world range is likely to be around 90 miles, with the official claim being 132 miles. Transmission options as standard. The Kia Soul comes with a 6-speed manual gearbox, but a 6-speed automatic transmission is available with a diesel engine. We found it a very smooth and unobtrusive gearbox. If you don't notice an automatic at work, then it's doing its job well. You can expect automatic Kia Soul performance to be slightly more leisurely and fuel consumption to be marginally thirstier. Choose the Solif, and like other electric cars, it comes with a single-speed automatic gearbox. Handling. This isn't a car you'd take the long way home for an exciting drive, but it's very easy and friendly to drive. While it's not in its element on twisty roads, it's nonetheless a safe handling car that doesn't do anything untoward. We found that the diesel and F models had a marginally better ride quality than the petrol versions too, the heavier weight of their components having a positive effect overall. Like many other Kia models, it's possible to choose how light or heavy you'd like the power steering to be. There are 3 levels: Comfort 2 Light, Sport 2 Heavy and Normal just right. You get a good view of the road ahead thanks to its high driving position, but over-the-shoulder visibility isn't great, thanks to the enormous rear screen pillars. However, the side mirrors are usefully large. Equipment. There are 6 Kia Soul trim grades: Start, Connect, Connect Plus, Mix, Max, plus the standalone F model. Standard Kia Soul equipment. The range begins with the appropriately named Kia Soul Start, which at launch is priced from less than £13,000 but isn't blessed with a huge amount of equipment. It rides on 16-inch steel wheels but does come with air conditioning as standard. Like all you expect 2014 on Kia Souls, it's also fitted with DAB digital radio. It's expected to make up only 5% of Soul sales. Next rung up is the Connect, which gets 17-inch alloy wheels, Bluetooth phone connectivity and a reversing camera. It's expected to make up 25% of sales. The Connect Plus trim adds sat-nav, for which the voice recognition function has been improved over the previous Soul, climate control and the Infinity upgraded sound system. One below the top of the range is the Mix trim, which inflates the alloy wheels to 18 inches in diameter and comes with the urban styling pack body kit and a 2-tone paint scheme. It's expected to make up around 25% of sales. Topping the range of petrol and diesel versions is the Max trim, which gets a panoramic glass sunroof, leather upholstery, keyless entry and push-button start. Expect it to make up around 7% of sales. With a similar level of specification to the Max is the EV, the interior of which is noticeably different due to its light grey mouldings, gloss white appliques and LED instruments, using the same type of technology as contemporary television sets. Other specific F features include a climate control system which can be purely focused on the driver, special 16-inch alloy wheels and a virtual engine sound to warn pedestrians of your imminent approach. It's only available in 2 colors, titanium silver or Caribbean blue body with a clear white roof. Optional Kia Soul accessories. Petrol and diesel Souls are available with 11 exterior colors and 4 two-tone color schemes: red and black, white and red, blue and white and vanilla shake and black. There's also a choice of 7 different alloy wheel designs, from 16 to 18 inches. 4 of these include colored inserts to contrast or match with the body color. Carbon dioxide emissions remain the same for both 16 and 17-inch wheeled Souls, but those wearing 18-inch rims will be subject to a slightly higher CO2 emissions rating. One of the more popular options is expected to be the SUV styling pack, which comprises piano black trim on the bumpers, side skirts and wheel arches plus a black painted roof. Available too is high beam assist, which automatically switches the headlights between dipped and main beam. It's the first time it's been fitted to a Kia in Europe. A lane departure warning system is available, which alerts the driver should they wobble over a white line without indicating. Like several other new cars, the Soul is available with a smart parking assist system, which can autonomously steer the car into a parking space while the driver controls the pedals. Unlike some similar systems, the Soul can manage both parallel and perpendicular parking maneuvers. Comfort. Kia Soul comfort levels have been improved over the previous model thanks to greater soundproofing so less road and engine noise finds its way into the cabin. The diesel Soul in particular is impressively quiet on the move and at motorway speeds. There's no need to raise your voice to have a conversation with passengers in the rear. Naturally, the Soul F is the quietest of the range, so much so the aerodynamics have been subtly modified to reduce wind noise. Ride quality is a little on the firm side, although the Souls we tested on the international launch are fitted with the largest 18-inch alloys. Smaller wheeled variants may fare better on lumpy surfaces. Smaller wheels fitted to the diesel and F versions are significantly more compliant. The seats are comfortable and supportive in the front, while longer rear shock absorbers in the old Soul have improved ride comfort for rear passengers. It's a shame there aren't any air conditioning vents in the rear, though, but climate-controlled aircon is fitted to many of the trim levels. Helpfully, the windscreen pillars are 20% narrower than before for a clearer view at junctions. Practicality. The 2014 Kia Soul is slightly longer, wider and lower than before and also has a longer wheelbase, the distance between the front and rear wheels. As a result, there's greater head, leg and shoulder room and more luggage space than before. Interior space, in fact, space for occupants really is very generous indeed. The Soul isn't all that huge on the outside, but it certainly feels big on the inside. That distinctive high roof and square tail means acres of headroom. Tall passengers will feel far more at home in the Kia Soul than in the larger Sportage, for example, and it's wide enough for 3 people to sit on the rear bench in relative comfort, although the F has 80 mm less rear legroom than other Souls. Tough plastic cladding on the back of the front seats protects them against kick-happy kids traveling in the back. A useful amount of interior storage space includes a huge glove box, generously sized door bins and a decent-sized central cubby box beneath the armrest between the front seats. Luggage space. Cabin space is excellent, then, but a small boot weakens the Kia Soul's proposition as a family car. There's simply not enough space for tall items. To fit 4 average-sized travel bags in, we needed to remove the rear parcel shelf and balance it on top of the bags. There is an area of storage space under the boot's floor panel, but it's divided into partitions by foam so you can't store large items in there. Happily, unlike many new cars, there's a space-saver spare wheel as opposed to a tire repair kit. For the record, petrol and diesel Soul's boot volume is 354 litres with the seats up and the luggage board in its lowest position, a 4% improvement over the old Soul. With the seats down, there's 1,367 litres to the roof. Choose the F model and those figures drop to 281 litres and 891 litres respectively. The tailgate has a wider opening than before, although a pronounced load lip could make removing heavy items tricky. Integrated roof rails are a further new addition for the 2014 on model. It's a shame boot space is so limited, because Kia Soul practicality is otherwise excellent. Safety. At time of writing, the latest Kia Soul safety systems had yet to be tested by Euro NCAP, but the previous model achieved a full 5-star rating. The new Soul's structure has changed markedly, with many of its underpinnings shared with the seat hatchback, itself a 5-star NCAP performer. A lane departure warning system is available, which alerts the driver if they drift out of lane without indicating. There's also high beam assist, which can automatically switch the headlights between high beam and dipped beam to avoid dazzling traffic ahead. Choose the Solaf and you have the first electric car to be fitted with a virtual engine sound, meaning at low speeds and in reverse, an electronic noise is produced to warn pedestrians of your otherwise silent approach. Reliability. With a continuation of the previous model's 7-year 100,000 warranty, it's safe to say that the Korean manufacturer has every confidence in Kia Soul reliability. Many of its mechanicals are derived from the Kia Ceed hatchback, which itself has a strong reliability record. The 7-year warranty will apply to the electric Kia Soul's battery too, which is sold as part of the car rather than leased separately as with some electric vehicles by other manufacturers. As well as being attractive, the interior trim also feels robust and hardening. The previous Kia Soul was subject to one recall for a potential brake light malfunction, along with 5 other Kia models.